Alright, so HRMs. What exactly is it and why in the world do you need it? This is what I'm going to talk to you about today. Now, if you're new to getting fit, losing weight, and you've been on community forums, Googling weight loss, fitness, you most likely have come across the term HRM. What HRM stands for is heart rate monitor. You might be thinking to yourself, why do you need a heart rate monitor? And let me tell you, if you are serious about losing weight, if you are serious about getting healthy, a heart rate monitor is extremely beneficial. It has to be one of my most favorite fitness contraptions, investments, whatever that I have ever bought to date. Now, what a heart rate monitor does is it tracks your heart rate either by a watch where you put your finger on or a strap that you wear on your chest, and it catches your heart rate, and through that heart rate it can determine all sorts of cool stuff. Most importantly, how many calories you're burning in your workout session, and if you're getting your heart rate high enough into the correct zone to make a difference, if you're pushing yourself hard enough. Now, there are two basic types of heart rate monitors. There's the one that you wear on your wrist that you touch with your finger, and then there's another one that comes with a strap that you wear around your chest, and then you have a watch where it like sends the information to. That is the one I'm going to recommend. The ones where you just touch your finger to, it's pretty much a waste of money. And I say this because it does not catch your heart rate on a continual basis. It's whenever you put your finger on there, that's the heart rate it gets, and then it averages between each touch. So if you want to have a really accurate readout, you're going to be constantly touching this thing for your heart rate. You have to be extremely coordinated to be able to touch it, hold it, and continue working out at your intensity, at your high intensity. So I think those kind are a complete waste of money. I highly recommend when you get a heart rate monitor to get the ones with the strap on it, and this is what mine looks like. See, it's just one long strap, and on the other side it has little sensors. Those gray parts are the sensors, and what you do is you get those wet with a little bit of water, and you put this around your chest. And that's it. Now, it might feel a little awkward at first, but trust me, once you get to working out, you don't even notice this thing. And you just wear it the whole time that you're exercising, and you're also going to be wearing this watch. Now, mine is a Polar FT40. There are many different kinds, many different brands. Polar is the #1 trusted brand from the information that I've gathered. They're the most reliable, the most accurate, the most bang for your buck. So that's why I got this one. And you would just wear the watch on your wrist and you do your workout, and it transmits all the data that it collects through this little thing right here and sends it to your watch. And when you're done with your workout, you pull up the information and you know how many calories you burn. And also, it's going to show you what your present heart rate is real time, so you can say, okay, am I pushing hard enough? So depending on what your goals are, this is a great way to track what your heart rate is. Heart rate monitors are important because when you're on the exercise machines at the gym, they tend to overestimate how much you're actually burning. And if you're tracking calories, if you're logging your food, then that's important. You don't want to overestimate how many calories you're actually burning, because then it kind of defeats the purpose of logging your food. You're going to end up overeating because you're eating too much based on what you're burning. And then like on certain websites like say MyFitnessPal, where you can just choose the exercise and they'll automatically input the calories for you. Websites like those, it's a exaggeration too of the calories you burn, because it goes by like a general average of what people burn. So your body is very unique to you. You're going to burn calories a little bit differently than someone else is going to burn calories. You know, you might be pushing harder one day than you might the next. So your calorie burn, even if you're doing the same exercise, it's not going to always be the same. So these really come in handy when determining what your effort is and how many calories you're burning. Now these are very simple to use. All you do is you put in your information like age, weight, height, and gender into your watch, and then you just put it on. And then depending on what brand you have, you're going to have to play around with it a little bit to get the certain functions down. But like for mine, you just go to data, training files, and bam, it pulls up your training for that session. Like for this one, 51 minutes, I burned 480 calories. 25% of that was straight from fat because of where my heart rate was. And then it gets into more details, like my average heart rate during that workout session was 77%. My heart rate, the maximum it was at 98% of my maximum heart rate. That's the hardest that I pushed during that session. There's going to be fancier ones that are going to give you more information. There's going to be more basic ones that just do calories burned. But regardless of what brand you get, regardless of how fancy your HRM is, knowing how many calories that you burned during your workout session is very valuable information. Being able to have a number, a marker to what your heart rate actually is, knowing that you are in fact pushing your limits, that you are going as hard as you possibly can. There's no second guessing, there's no doubting yourself when it comes to these, because you have the hard data right in front of you. Heart rate monitors, HRMs, you need one if you are serious about your fitness, if you're serious about losing weight and you want to cut all the bullshit out and you want to know what facts are, what your numbers are, what you're actually doing. You need to get one of these babies here. You need to make the investment into a heart rate monitor. You will not regret it. It will be your new favorite toy. The first heart rate monitor I got was about 10 months after I started into my Get Fit journey. And let me tell you, ever since I got one of these, it has been an insanely great motivational tool. If you're the type of person that likes to see numbers, who likes to know exactly what's going on with their body, you need to get one of these. Invest in yourself, invest in your future, invest in your health. Get a heart rate monitor. Get results.